I am back with you on the mat today for a bit more of a challenging Pilates session. So we are going to focus mostly on abs. This was recommended by Lisa Sage, who comes to my Friday Pilates at Thorpe Park. It is a little bit more advanced than usual, so just make sure you are fit and well for her exercise if you are new to these videos. We will start sitting, so sitting cross-legged. I do start like this quite a lot, and just finding that nice long tall spine that we talk about. So bring your hands to your knees or to your lap, shoulders down, lengthening through the crown of the head, and just relaxing the muscles in your face. And then we just want to start to bring in our breath right away here. So breathing in through the nose, breathing out through the mouth. And again, in through the nose. And exhale out through the mouth, shoulders still drawing down. We'll take one more breath there, in through nose. And again, exhale out through your mouth. And let's bring the hands out to the sides from there. Fingers spread nice and wide. Inhaling up. And exhaling down. Inhale up. Exhale to bring that down. Palms to ceiling up. Palms to floor down. In through nose. And out through mouth. So really getting that nice reach to fingertips. We'll do two more like that. One more time, guys. Inhale up. And exhale to bring that down. Let's take a twist from here. So bringing the hand to the knee, the other hand going out on the floor behind you, lifting the chest, drawing down that back shoulder. Take a nice big breath there. Exhale out. Inhale, come back to center. Exhale, twist. Inhale, center. Exhale to twist. So just watching out for that back shoulder lifting, lift your chest, try and lengthen your neck. Can we inhale through the middle? Exhale. Push into that leg, so we're not forcing the stretch. Just try and mobilize the spine. We'll do that once more each way. Inhale, center. Exhale, shoulder pushing down, chest up. And again, coming back to center from there. All right, guys, so I'm going to start by bringing the feet out in front and just bringing the hands behind the knees. We did look at this one the other day, sitting up nice and tall once again. So draw down your shoulders, make sure your feet are about hip distance apart. Inhale, lifting the chin, drawing the shoulders down and back. Exhale, start to round this back. Pulling bellies in. Inhale, lift up. Stack your spine. Exhale, rounding back. So just see how far back you want to go today. In through the nose, sitting up. And again, exhale, rounding back. And we'll try and keep the legs nice and steady as we do these. Just going to do another two. In through the nose. Exhale, round that back. We'll do that one more time, guys, please. Inhale, sitting nice and tall. And exhale again to round that back. And then we're going to take away the arms from here. So as always, if you do want to stay behind the knees, you can. Otherwise, we'll bring the hands out. Another one that we looked at the other day. We're going to take that nice big inhale, reaching up over shoulders. Exhale, start to sit this back. And then just keeping shoulders nice and relaxed. So we'll take a breath here, inhale. Exhale, staying here. And then we go again, breathing in, reaching up over shoulders. Breathing out to bring that back. Shoulders stay relaxed, away from our ears. Abs are in. We inhale, hold. And we exhale, hold. Again, guys, breathing in through the nose, reach up. Exhale through the mouth, coming back, belly to spine. Inhale, hold it. Exhale, squeezing into your abs now as you exhale. Let's do two more. In through the nose, up. Exhale through the mouth, rounding that back, belly's in, shoulders down. Inhale. Exhale, squeeze into bellies. One more time. Inhale through the nose, sit up. Exhale through the mouth, coming back. Belly draws in. Inhale, hold it. Exhale, squeeze. We're going to inhale, take a nice big lift once again, and then exhale for that dive over towards the feet. Giving the head a little bit of movement there. Oh, creaky neck. A little bit of movement for the head. Still breathing. We're not holding breath today. We're going to breathe a lot today. And then we're just going to come all the way back up to sitting from here. All right, guys, let's try a little bit of extra movement then with this one. So we're going to keep the arms reaching up over shoulders, coming back. Do you know what? I'm just going to dive in with this one and then you can join in whenever you're ready. So on the inhale, we're going to go back up over the shoulders. On the exhale, we come back. Now, if this is a little much, just bring your hands behind your knees. We're going to inhale, take a hand out. Exhale, bring that back. And switch, inhale out. Exhale to bring that back. Palms to knees. Inhale, sit up nice and tall. Exhale, coming back. Legs are steady. Let's bring the palms to face in. Inhale, open. Exhale back. Just keeping the elbows nice and soft as we do this. Inhale, open. Exhale to come back. Palms to knees. 2 more. Inhale, lift over shoulders. Exhale, coming back. Palms face in again. Belly's nice and firm. Inhale, open. Exhale back. Try not to let the shoulders lift. Again, guys, inhale out. Exhale it back. Palms to knees. I think we've got one more time. Inhale up. Exhale back, palms face in. Inhale, open. Exhale that back. Inhale, open. Exhale it back, palms to knees. Inhale, up. And again, guys, exhale to take that little dive over the legs. Let your abs relax. Take a couple of breaths there. Okay, so one more breath there. And then coming back up to sit, just giving the shoulders a little bit of movement. But we're going to start then with a little rolling ball here. So just make sure you've got plenty of space behind you. This isn't really recommended if you've got any neck injuries or neck problems, so just watch out for that. We won't stick with it too long, guys, if you just want to miss that one out or this one out today. But we are going to start by bringing the feet and the knees together. So rolling like a ball. We do want the spine to have that lovely curve in it so that we actually do roll. We're going to have feet and knees together, the chin tucked in. Again, just getting that nice curve in the spine. Let me just, not about this high. Okay, so we're going to lift the feet a little here, take it back, and then come back up from there. All right, let's try that again. Take it back, and coming up, trying to get this long spine again as we come back up. So I have got my feet and my knees together, and then I'm trying to bring the feet level with the knees as I come up as well. If that's a little much, feet can come down towards the floor. We'll just see how that feels. And then on this next one, we'll bring in the breath. So we inhale back, exhale up. Ooh, that wasn't the best example. Inhale back, exhale to come back up. Squeezing these shoulders down. Let's do another 3. And for 2, so we come up right on top of the sitting bones. One more time, inhale back and exhale to bring that back up. See if you can stay here. I'm just going to move back. So you stay, see if you can stay there, and then we'll give the feet a lift if they're not already. And then if you can, just releasing the hands. So the shoulders still nice and relaxed. Just breathe in. Feeling that starting to pull into quads now. If the feet are here, you won't feel that as much, but we'll take one more breath there. And then bringing the feet down to floor. So let's extend the legs out from there. Just giving the legs a little bit of movement, a little jiggle. And then we're going to come down to floor from here. So bring the feet in. Rolling down to the mat then. You can do this with hands out or hands behind knees. And we'll inhale first. And exhale, coming back. So creating that C curve in the spine. And then we're all the way down to floor, vertebrae by vertebrae, shoulders, and finally the head coming down to that mat. Move over just a little bit. Okay, so we're going to keep feet and knees hip distance. I mentioned this the other day, just checking that your weight feels even down the centre of your body, your shoulders away from your ears. all 10 toes on that mat as well. All right, guys, we're going to start by just looking at the spine, the position of the spine, and finding that neutral. So another way of looking at neutral spine is just neutral hips and pelvis as well. If we have one, we'll have the other. So neutral hips and pelvis, if you bring your hands into this little triangle position, thumbs together, fingers together, and then pop your thumbs on your belly button, your fingers going down towards your pubic bone, your triangle should sit nice and flat. If it does, you will have that little curve, that natural curve in the lumbar spine. So have a look at your triangle. If you could rest a brew, a cup of tea right in the middle, you are good to go. If it's tilted away from you, you will have an arch. If it's tilted towards you, your back's probably pushing flat too far. So just find that neutral. Take a moment to settle into that position. Shoulders still nice and relaxed. And then we're going to draw the abs in from here. So when we're drawing the abs, it's like zipping up skinny jeans from pelvic floor upwards. We're pulling in towards the spine. And then finally, we're going to close the ribs as well. So if you bring your hands to your ribs, take a nice big inhale. Feel your ribs expanding into your hands. And then on your exhale, just sort of knitting the hands together, pushing the ribs gently down. So the idea is that we're going to close the rib cage so the ribs don't pop to ceiling. And then when we're breathing, we're aiming to breathe into the sides and into the backs of the lungs. So we're not taking these breaths at force, a rise and a fall, and a lot of movement in the belly. We can keep the abs engaged, keep the abs pulled in, and breathe effectively, taking lateral breaths as they're known, breathing into sides and backs of lungs. All right, guys, so with the abs pulled in, then we're going to start just by lifting head and shoulders today, warming up those upper abs. So on the inhale, we'll lift the head. Exhale, shoulders off the mat. We come up, leaving that gap between the chin and the chest. We're going to inhale, hold it here. And exhale to come back down to mat. And again, breathing in, lift the head. Exhale, shoulders off. Reach into fingers, inhale. And exhale through the mouth to come back down. So we're really stable around the hips, the legs. Inhale, lift the head. Exhale, shoulders off. Inhale, keep those abs nice and strong. Exhale, keeping abs engaged as we return to the floor. Let's do 2 more. Inhale, lifting the head. So just looking towards the thighs. Exhale, shoulders are off, shoulder blades off the mat if you can. Inhale. And again, exhale, come back down. Let's do that 1 more time. Then breathing in, lift the head. Exhale, shoulders. Inhale, hold, chin off the chest. And exhale through the mouth to bring that back down. If you're feeling any strain in the neck at all, just giving the head that little bit of movement. Little look side to side. Okay, I'm going to start to lift the arms from here. So I'm going to be very close to, I'm a lot more cramped in here than I probably look. Okay guys, so taking the arms overhead then. Now, when we're doing this, we're still maintaining neutral spine. So we're doing this without allowing that arching in the back. And hopefully we can maintain this just simply by keeping abs pulled in. But if not, if you're feeling that even with the abs pulled in, you're not getting all the way over, don't worry, just go to where you can comfortably manage. All right, so abs still pulling in. On the inhale, we're going to take the arms over. Exhale, bring that back down. Inhale over. All 10 toes on the floor. Exhale down. So still keeping the weight even down the center of the body. Inhale over, abs stay pulled in. Exhale to bring that down. So mobilizing the shoulders. Watching out for back arching. Making sure that we're moving from shoulders and the arms move together. And then on your next couple here, I'd like to really emphasize your abs. As you breathe out, inhale over, exhale down. 1 more time. We're going to add that curl up to this. So we'll keep the arms, inhale over, exhale left. And again, inhale over, exhale up. So still watching out for the back arching off the mat as you take your arms overhead. And then again, really emphasizing your abs as you come off the floor. Don't relax the abs as you come down, just squeeze tighter. Really expelling all that air on the exhale. For 3, for 2, legs steady. One more time, inhale over. Exhale to bring that up, bringing head and shoulders back to mat from there. Give the head a little bit of movement again there, guys. Still breathe in, probably feeling that quite a bit warmer in that area. But we're going to come in for around 100 just in case before we stretch this out. So, belly's pulling in still. We're going to lift the head and the shoulders off the mat. Trying to get the shoulder blades off the floor again here. Belly nice and firm, chin off chest. And then with the 100s, we're going to start by pumping the arms. So with this, we're going to inhale, exhale, in through nose, out through mouth. So each time we exhale, we're really squeezing into the belly. Again, keep going, inhale. Keep those breaths like that if you can. Now, if you prefer, you can take a longer breath here. Inhale, exhale, squeeze. In through nose and out through mouth. And moving the arms from the shoulders. Again, legs nice and steady. 2 more breaths here. In through nose. Exhale, squeezing abs. 1 more time. Inhale. And exhale, squeeze. Finish that breath. Try not to be in a rush to come down to mat. And then slowly with control, come back to floor. A little bit of movement for the head again. Nice big breath. And let's take a stretch out from here. So we're going to extend out the legs. And then we're going to extend the arms overhead as well. Just allowing that lifting in the rib cage. That should feel really nice after that lot. A couple of nice big deep breaths here. Wiggle the fingers, wiggle the toes if you need to as well. Okay. All right, guys, let's take 1 more breath here. And then we're going to bring in the knees from here. So drawing both knees into the chest. And a little bit of movement on the spine. So we're going to lovely little rock side to side. And then we're going to push the knees away from the body from here. So knees are coming to sit right over the hips. Abs are pulling in again. We're going to draw shoulders away from ears. And then we're going to lift the head and the shoulders off the mat. So again, with a gap between chin and chest, let's start with a single leg stretch here. Inhale, extend. Exhale, switch. In through nose. Out through mouth. In through nose. Out through mouth. Shoulder blades off the floor. You don't have to go as low as that if you want to aim at a bit more of an angle here. If you can go a little bit lower, just make sure the feet stay off the floor. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. For 3, 2, 1 more time. Inhale, exhale, switch, knees draw in, your head resting back on your mat. And then we're going to open the knees, grab the ankles, and just pressing the elbows into the inner thighs for a little rock here. Give the ankles a little bit of movement, the toes a little bit of movement. Take a nice deep breath. All right, guys, let's bring the knees back in. I'm going to push your way again. So knees are back over the hips. Let your arms relax by your sides. And then bring your feet and your knees to hip distance apart. Oh, I can hear my cat. She's crying to come in. Sorry, Maui. So from here, relax your face. On your inhale, take your foot down. Exhale back. Inhale down. And exhale back. In through nose away. Exhale back. So really stabilizing hips and pelvis. We keep the toes relaxed throughout. The toes don't have to touch the floor if that is a little bit too far. Inhale away. Exhale back for 4. And for 3. For 2. 1 more time. Inhale away. Exhale to bring that back in. Head and shoulders coming back up and off this mat. So we're going to bring our fingertips to our temples, or just behind the ears, and then with the elbows nice and wide without relaxing into the hands too much here, very light fingers, we're going to tap a toe and twist. So we're going to go opposite elbow to knee, so we're going to take one foot down, twist towards the leg that's lifted without touching, we're not drawing that knee in any further, and then we'll bring that back from there. So we'll inhale first, exhale, twist and tap. Inhale, bring it back. Exhale, twist and tap. Inhale, bring it back. Feet relaxed, hinging at the hips. And just trying to keep that little lift of the feet so they don't start to drop towards the bottom. Exhale, twist. Inhale, back without pulling on the head or the neck. For 4. For 3. And for 2, nearly there. Nice and stable with hips. One more time. And let's bring in the knees from here. So again, guys, you might want to just take a little rock on the spine. Give the toes some movement again. Take a couple of breaths, or even grab a drink if you feel like you need a drink. Not a problem at all. Okay, let's come back to legs then. So we'll push the legs away. Knees over hips again, and then just bringing your hands down to your sides. Now I'm going to do a little reverse curl here, so not really one I would recommend if you have back problems. Give this one a miss if that's the case. So knees and ankles squeezing, we're going to draw the knees in, tilting the hips, and then rolling back out from the mat. So your hips are going to tilt towards you, just so that we can roll out. And we're not hitting the back flat on the floor, so we're not rolling out to here. That's going to hurt the back quite a bit. So we want to come in, drive the hips up, and roll that out. Squeezing knees up and back out. We'll exhale up, inhale out. Exhale up, inhale out. Now try and do this, keeping your feet visible. So your feet are not going to start to disappear behind your knees. When that happens, we tend to get quite a bit of momentum from the legs. And we want this all in the abs instead. For another 3. For 2. One more time, exhale in. Inhale to bring that out. And let's just bring the feet down to the floor for a moment there. So again, we have 10 toes on the mat, weight even down the center of the body. And we're just going to extend the one leg towards the ceiling. Towards the ceiling. You might feel like you want a little bit of stretch here, guys. A little bit of movement if you need it. And then we're going to slowly, abs in, abs zipped up, take this foot down towards the floor. You can do this with the head and the shoulders on the mat, or you can lift off if you prefer. So we'll inhale first, exhaling to come down. Hips and pelvis steady, abs in strong. Inhale, hold. And then exhale, slowly bring that back. The slower we go, the more we should feel that working in the abs. Inhale. Exhale, coming down. Inhale, hold it. And then exhale through the mouth, lifting that back up. Lifting from the hip, lifting from the belly. Inhale. Exhale away. Inhale, hold. And exhale, starting to push down the lower back as we return. For 2 more, inhale, exhale away, chin off chest if you're still lifted. Inhale, hold it. Exhale back. One more time, inhale. Exhale, take that down, breathing in to stay here, belly still strong. Breathing out, lower back pushes down, we'll bring that leg back up. All right, guys, bend the knee. Creaks. That leg a little bit of movement if it needs it. Rest your head back. Give your head a little bit of movement if your neck's strained there. Okay, let's try this on the other side then. So again, abs are in, shoulders away from ears. Extend the leg towards the ceiling. Feel free to give that foot a little bit of movement first. And then relaxing the foot. Again, option to keep the head on the floor or lift if you want to lift today. We're going to inhale first. Exhale, start to take it down. As low as you can comfortably go, breathing in to hold it. And then breathing out, lower back pushes down. We're lifting from the hip to bring that back. Careful not to come back up and over, so you're tilting the hips and bringing the bottom off the floor. Inhale. Exhale down. In through the nose, hold. Exhale through the mouth, slowly bring that back up. Let's do another 2. Inhale. Exhale, coming down nice and slow. Hips steady. Inhale, hold it. And exhale, lifting from the hip to bring that back one more time. Inhale. Exhale through the mouth, coming down. Inhale, hold. And exhale to bring that back up. We'll bend the knee, bring the foot back to the floor, rest the head back, draw the knees back in for a little cuddle there, a little rock on the spine. Okay, so from here then, I'm going to bring the feet back down to the floor for the moment. I'm just going to shuffle up a little bit. Okay, and then we're going to bring feet and knees together. So feet and knees together, a little lift of the heels, abs in again, and the arms are a little bit wider. So this is where we just start to draw the knees from side to side. On your inhale, start to bring your knees down gently without letting the shoulders lift. Exhale to come back. Inhale to the other side. And exhale to bring that back up. So we're going to keep the knees together. A little push through the palms if you need to stabilize the upper body here. The upper back's wanting to lift. Inhale down. And exhale to bring that back. So with this one, what I'd like you to try and do is just let your legs feel heavy. So as you come down, really feel the weight of your legs and then use your abs, your breath, to squeeze and return that back to the top. Inhale down. Heavy legs. Exhale. Keeping the legs heavy to return. So we feel that working into the belly. Just a few more like this. In fact, we'll do one more. This is our last one. Inhale. I'm sure I said one more on each side. Exhale up. In fact, guys, if you do want to stay with this one, you can. If you're able to, don't have any lower back issues or anything, you're going to lift into this position where we have the knees over the hips again. So our tabletop or chair position, this is sometimes called. On the inhale, then going back down. So the breath hasn't changed. Shoulders still on the floor. Exhale up. And you might not be going quite as far as that. It's not a problem. Inhale down. And exhale to bring that back up. Inhale down. Try not to let the legs drag you towards the mat. In through nose. And exhale back. For 4. Watch out for shoulders lifting. For 3. Just trying to keep the muscles in your face as relaxed as possible. One more on each side. Inhale down. Exhaling back. One more time. Inhale down. And exhale to bring that back. Alrighty. Knees pull in. It's a nice little sort of recovery position that we come into quite a bit. A little wiggle for my creaky feet. Okay, now this next exercise, we're going to push the knees back. So we come back to this chair or tabletop. Knees over hips. Belly pulling in. And then we're going to tilt the hips towards the face a little bit. So we've got this nice flat lower back. We're going to lock the elbows as well. So really, all we're trying to do in this position is create some resistance. Pulling in the knees, pushing away through the palms at the same time. So once you have that resistance there, abs in, focus on your breath. Always in through nose, out through mouth. And really squeeze into your abs as you exhale. So again, lower back's pushing down. A little tilt of hips to face. Abs are in all the way through. We're just emphasizing abs with each exhale. And you should feel this one kicking in pretty early on. A couple of breaths and you should feel this. Try not to let the elbows bend. So we'll do just 3 more breaths here. Getting shakes a little with this for 2. If you're getting shaky bellies, don't worry, it's quite normal. 1 more breath there, in through nose. And exhale, squeezing abs. Ooh, all right. We're going to bring the feet back down to the floor once again. So this next one, you're going to bring your hands together, forming a little pointy gun position for the hands. And then we're going to start to take the arms overhead. So with 10 toes on the mat, we inhale over, watching out for that big lift in the spine. So just find your neutral spine if you need to first. Let's try that again. Inhale over. Exhale, we're going to lift and reach towards the heel. So it's as if you're going to shoot yourself in the foot, shoulder coming down to floor, and then we'll just take that back overhead. Coming up to the other side, reach, look for your heel, shoot towards your heel, and then bring that back down towards the mat, to mat. Exhale up, shoulder to floor, inhale to come back. Exhale, reach. Just trying to keep the legs really nice and steady as we do this, so we're not feeling the knees knocking, feet are flat. We're not feeling movement around the hips. So as we come up, hips are staying steady. We're not leaning and letting the bottom lift there. Just a few more then. Exhale, reach. Inhale, coming back up, still in. Exhale up. Inhale back. For 4. Maybe there. For 3, exhale, reach, shoulder to floor. Shoot into heels. For 2, exhale up. Inhale back. 1 more time. Exhale, reach. And inhale through the nose to bring that back. And again, we'll take a little stretch here. Extending, reaching arms. Letting your ribs lift towards the ceiling. We're going to take a little roll onto our sides from here. So just give yourself a moment. Again, if you need a drink, guys, feel free to grab a drink. And then coming onto your side from there. Okay, sort this hair out. Alrighty. So we'll come down onto the forearm. And you want to just align your elbow right under your shoulder in this position. Try not to sink into that shoulder, so we've got that lovely long neck. I'm going to start by immediately pulling the waist away from the floor. We do want hips stacked, one hip bone directly above the other. And then we're going to bring fingertips to sit just behind the ear, or to temples, either or. Inhale. On your exhale, you're going to lift hips off the mat. And then inhale, just tapping down. Exhale up. Inhale back down. Now, you can do this extending out a leg if you want to. Exhale, lift. Inhale down. And as you come down, try not to let the waist drop towards the mat. So we're still actively pulling the waistline away from the floor. Exhale up. Inhale down. For 3, exhale up. Something right under this mat, I can't tell what it is, but it's hurting my elbow. And 2, exhale up. Inhale down. I'm going to bring that leg back in 1 more, guys. Exhale, lift. And then inhale to come back down. We're going to come up again. So just bringing that lift back. Extend right up over the shoulder. We're going to take a little thread through here. I'm going to inhale. Exhale, thread under. Inhale, come back up. Exhale under. Inhale, really pulling the waist away from that mat again. Exhale, thread. Inhale, lift, staying strong through the shoulder. You'll be feeling it there as well. Let's do that 1 more time. Exhaling through. And inhaling to come back up. Lower the hips down from there, bring your hand back down. Let's twizzle the legs round to do the other side. Okay, so we'll go back under the shoulder with the elbow. Hips are stacked one above the other, belly pulling in, and then immediately lifting the waistline away from the floor. Fingertips to temples, let's lift. Inhale first. Exhale up. Inhale back down. Exhale, lift. Inhale back down. So again, guys, you have the option of extending out a leg if you want to. Exhaling up. Inhaling back. Always pulling the waist away from the floor. Keeping the neck long. Exhale, lift. Inhale, bring that back. Okay, let's do another 3. And then we'll hold up for that last one, just to extend the arm and twist through. One more time. Exhale up. And then extend the arm up over the shoulder from there. So we're going to thread this under. Inhale first. Exhale through. Inhale, bring it back. Waist away from the mat. Exhale through. Inhale up. So when we thread through, we're going to rotate the shoulder down towards the floor, the shoulder. Last 2. Inhale up. One more time, exhale through. And again, inhale through the nose to bring that up, bringing that all the way back down to floor. From there, we are going to come back to sitting. Okay, I say sitting, we're sort of sitting in Sunbather's Lounge. Actually, I'm going to face from this way. So Sunbather's Lounge is this position, resting on the elbows. Now, we try not to sink the chest in this position, so we're going to keep that chest lifted. Abs pulling in again, shoulders over elbows, and then we're just going to lift the feet from the floor. So we're sort of back in tabletop position only with the elbows on the ground. I'm going to take some little toe taps here. Inhale down, exhale up, inhale down, exhale up, in through nose, out through the mouth back. That hinge at the hip, nice relaxed feet. Keeping that long neck. Try not to let your neck sink. Now we'll do another 4. Inhale away. Exhale back for 3. For 2. One more. And then bringing the feet back to floor from there. So this next one, it's not really strictly a Pilates exercise, but I do like throwing this into classes quite a bit just because it's a nice effective exercise. See how you get on with this one, guys. We're going to keep that lifted chest again. We're going to reach off one hand, then the other, and then bring that back. So it doesn't look like a whole lot, this movement, but give it a go. You should find that if your abs are pulling in nice and firm, it's quite a challenging one. I quite like this one. So we are going to add some breath to it. We're going to inhale out, exhale back, inhale out, exhale back without coming up to all the way to sitting. Inhale out, exhale back for 3, for 2, and we are just going to switch the leading arm. Inhale out, exhale back. Let's switch. Inhale, other arm first. Exhale back, inhale up, exhale back, belly pulling in, nice and tight, reach to fingertips, watch out for those shoulders lifting up towards your ears. Another 3, 2, one more time. Lovely stuff. All right, guys, let's come up from there. So for a moment, just take a little reach towards your feet. Let your shoulders, your neck, and your abs completely relax for a moment here. Just take a few nice big breaths. Again, if you need a drink or anything, grab a drink. Hopefully belly's nice and warm by now. Okay. A bit of movement in the spine if you need it. We are going to come up to hands and knees. So let's give the fingers a little bit of a wiggle first. To this side, I think. Okay. So hands and knees. We're bringing shoulders directly over hands, hips directly over knees, and then we have that nice push through the palms so we're not sinking the neck into the shoulder girdles. All right, our belly's in. We're going to take it opposite arm to leg with that extension where we reach out, lift away from the mat, just holding here for a few breaths. So ideally pushing through the palm, extending to fingertips, extending to toes without looking towards knees. So we have the neck and the spine aligned, still breathing. And then we are going to add some movement from here. So we're going to inhale, And as we exhale, we're going to bring that knee in, little tap, and then take that back out. Inhale, exhale, bring it in. Really rounding the spine as we bring the knee in. Exhale in. Inhale, reach out. Exhale in. Inhale out. Squeezing the belly, abs as we exhale in. Really extending to fingers and toes again as we lengthen out. We're going to do that one more time. Exhale through. Inhale to reach that out. Bringing that back down to the mat to switch.